am Rapaport Stereo Podcast with my special guest, Shooter McGavin.
No, well, my name's Chris McDonald, but I'll answer to Shooter McGavin, I guess, for you.
All right, we have Shooter McGavin, Chris McDonald on the podcast. Shooter, I am so glad to have
Michael,
you.
really great to be here. Chris, just call me Chris. It'll be fine. And Christopher or Mr. McDonald or something.
Okay.
All right? Because I get that every day, and I'm glad you were a fan of the movie. Seriously, that makes my heart sing, but enough, okay? Just saying. Because we could talk about other stuff. We're both actors. We play these parts, so let's, okay?
Okay.
Thanks.
So you're saying I can't call you Shooter? I mean, if I call you, is it not okay? I won't call you.
No, call me Shooter if you have to, but, my name is, what is my name? Do you know my name? Shooter McGavin? No, it's not. It's Chris McDonald, you. I know I'm done with this, Mike. You're
You're going to walk off the set?
Yeah, I'm walking off the set.
Wow, Shooter
Is that a
McGavin.
douche move for you? Isn't that your big thing, douche moves?
Oh. Whoa. Okay, we won't do the podcast. The Legend of Shooter McGavin, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
So did you audition to play Shooter McGavin? And, important question, did you audition to play Shooter McGavin? And in the script, do you remember, did it just say Shooter or did it say Shooter McGavin?
That's a really interesting question, Michael. Here's the thing. No, I did not. They offered it to me. I was up at that, that Adams Mark, whatever they call it, in Vancouver, where everybody goes. That's where all the actors stay. But I had a place out of town. Anyway, Dennis Dugan runs into me and I'm like, Chris McDonald, we've been looking for you. You got to play Shooter. You got to look at this. So I take the thing and I was like, it's really funny. It's good, but I haven't seen my kids in 3 months. And so, long story short, is I turned it down. And then I said to Dennis comes back and goes, Chris, what's it going to take? I said, well, I got to meet Adam. Meet Adam, have a great time. And he says, okay, now what do you need? I said, the only reason I didn't turn it down was because I didn't see my kids in 3 months. You want to bring my wife and kids up and give us a place to stay? I'm your man. I'd love to do it. So no, I did not audition. He came up and he goes to Bob Simons, the producer, and he goes, hey, Bob, we got him. But it took a little something. What did you do? He just needed, housing, and so we put him out in one of the things by the river, and it's going to be great. So I didn't live with everybody in that big hotel and do all that carousing stuff. I was like my own thing, which was basically Shooter with. It's all about Shooter. It's all he thinks about is himself. So it was just a great joy to do. We started ad-libbing a little bit. The first scene I did was, you're going to beat me at golf? You're in big trouble, pal. Pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit?
No. So I ad-libbed the no, and they left it in. And I thought, that's freaking great. That's awesome that they left it. It's like, there ain't no comeback. I'm just a country club golfer. It was so much fun. So much fun to do. We laughed. Oh, my God, the cast in that was so good. And Dennis Dugan did a great job, too.
You had a fucking ball doing that film.
A blast. They paid me to play golf, Michael. Come on. It was awesome.
Hey, so you had been playing golf before you took on the role of Shooter McGavin?
Not much, because this is what happened. My then agent gave me I bought his father's clubs, and they were blades. The sweet spot is about the size of a half a dime.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, I can't hit the ball straight. What the hell's going on here? I never played during high school or college, but I started in my, mid-20s. And so by the time I did that movie, I had been playing a bit because I got hollow back ones. And then I thought, oh, this is a lot easier. I'm getting consistency here. Now I'm like BXGs, man. I'm not messing around. Parsons Extreme Golf Clubs, baby. They are the Mercedes-Benz of clubs.
How many pairs, how many sets, how many bags of golf clubs do you own? How many have you gotten since you graced the world playing Shooter McGavin in Happy Gilmore? Do you get golf clubs just sent to you?
No, but close. I had the original bag from Happy Gilmore, but it says Shooter McGavin on it. And it's got the great Wilson staffs, good clubs. I played with them for a couple of years. Then I started getting them from Ping. I started getting them from Callaway. I started getting them till I probably have 7 bags and 2 in New York.
And you've had to give to friends, say no, thank you, I'm good.
Yeah, it's I made a joke one time. It's like it's as great as being so shooter. I never played for golf, but of course I play for golf. I mean, they give me a nice tee spot and everything with nice people, but I always wanted to take that back. So I'm doing it on your show. I pay for golf, people. I'm not one of those guys that gets those freebies, but clubs I did very well with. Clubs I like I don't like to travel with them because I had a really beautiful set that was fitted for me, and somehow they didn't make it the plane ride.
Really?
How's that possible? And it said shooter on the bag, and they're gone someplace.
Really?
So I said, I'll just put them in the places where I'm going. Or I'll fly private. That's what I'll do. I'll fly private. That never worked out.
You have the actual bag from Happy Gilmore that says shooter on him.
Yeah.
How much you think that puppy's worth? Like, that should be in the Smithsonian.
Someone told me that I gave the original driver to a Jim Kelly event to raise money for Kelly for Kids. And I thought, well, I guess the guy he buys it for $10,000. He calls me about a month and goes, you know what that's going for right now? I said, what, the driver? He goes, yeah. How about $400,000? I said, wow. And he said, I think if I hang on to it longer, it's going to be much more. He says, what else you got? So I said, I've got the bag where they beat my ass up. And then, when I'm running with the jacket, gold jacket, I mean, you have all those boys and guys and girls beating on me because they didn't take the jacket back. So they made this bag and they beat it all up. And I have that one too. It's pretty funny. I don't know. The bag's probably worth a lot of money. I don't know.
That's crazy.
That would be such an honor to have it in the. So that's like Fonzie's jacket, for God's sake.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you still play golf?
I do. Played today.
How'd you shoot?
Actually, I was teaching Gene Smart.
Okay.
So
Gene Smart, your co-star?
My co-star in Hacks. We're going to do a scene. We're going to do a show with golf involved, and I'm just over the moon about that. So I shoot pretty well now. Now that I have my clubs fitted for me, and I'm really kind of in love with them, and I love the game. I'm swinging smoother. I'm taking that one, like, for example, I'm not a killer long hitter or anything, but I can putt like a mofo. I got my game down on the short game now. I like flop shots when I'm close to the green and a nice long putt with this beautiful putter I got. And, but I take my 6-iron out and I just got to thwang it down there 175 or something.
Nice.
And it just kind of just sweet comes off the tee. And so anyway, my golf club is up in where I live in the mountains. And so it's only seasonal. I don't play as much as I want, but I get a lot of tournaments. I'm going to the Waste Management Open tomorrow.
Are you prepared to go to the Waste Management Open?
I don't think
there?
So. I've not been there. I have not been there, and I'm going to the 16th tee, which is where the madness happens. It's the craziest hole in golf on the PGA Tour. It's nuts.
I don't even play golf, and I know about the 16th hole at the Waste Management Tournament.
The madness that goes on.
And it's Waste Management Tournament and the Super Bowl in Phoenix this week.
How about that? It's going to be a crazy.
I'm scared. I have to go. I'm going to do a gig there for the Super Bowl. I'm scared. Just the amount of people and the crowds and the traffic and the Starbucks, and God forbid I need to catch an Uber. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of, when these cities get taken over.
Oh yeah.
That I'm just like,
it's almost too much. Super Bowl and the Waste Management. Oh my God. And they're both going to end. Well, one ends on Sunday and the other one starts on Sunday. So I don't know. But the week before, it's just a show. I mean, I've been to Florida. I've been all kinds of places in Florida. They always do it, but it becomes crazy, doesn't it? It's scary.
When you're on a golf course playing and people see you, what's the reaction?
Most people are cool. Shooter, good to see you. They go, and I just, it's like walking down an airport, catching a plane, and people go, dude, shoot me, shooter, jackass. And I'll just, do that kind of thing. And they're just like, they love it. It's just an easy thing. They never told me why they would call him Shooter McGavin, by the way. And I thought, what the heck? I know, I'll get off the tee. No, that's stupid. That's what Gilmore does. I'll shoot my putts. I'll be an excellent putter, and I'll just bang the guns out.
That was your thing.
So that was my thing, yeah. And that was so funny because that's what people love, that kind of thing.
Let me tell you something, Chris. That character, and I imagine you're like, okay, it's 25 years ago. That character, when I just mentioned to the few people that I was having on the podcast, that character, and you know this because you experience it as a person who's done it and you're firsthand, but it's almost like Mickey Mouse in terms of the joy that it has given people.
That's really funny.
And I know, I'm sure there's a party that's like, okay, I want another shooter. I want another iconic thing. But just never forget, as an actor, to create something that is pure joy. What you've given to the world as fans is something that, like, I'm sure you're probably like, I'm sick and tired. It's 4 a.m. at the airport, and like, Shooter, and you're like, but it is. I mean, when I told people I got Chris, they're like, Shooter McGavin. I'm like, yeah, I got the fucking Shooter on the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast.
That's really funny to me because it has been 25 years.
Is it 25 years?
26, actually.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
we had Adam did this thing where you're dead, Shooter. Remember that thing where he did? I said, what the hell? My publicist called me and goes, got to do something. I went, yeah, but I'm so far from golf. I'll put it in my house. It went stupid viral. But it's all, I think a lot of it has to do with Adam Sandler followers. I mean, they love him. They love this movie. They love a lot of his movies, but this one stands out. And I would be lying if I said it's not the most popular thing I've ever done. I've done 100-something movies.
Right.
It's just a sports movie, and it's a feel good. And you love to hate this guy. You love the fact that there's this villain, super villain, is such a thorn in the side of the underdog. And so does it's a great ending and all that stuff. It never would happen in real life because they would give it a break, and I would never have to hit it off of Frankenstein's fat foot. Of course, they would, give it take a little drop over here, that kind of thing. Yes.
I saw a picture of Tiger Woods and you.
Yeah.
I have seen Tiger Woods in photographs thousands of times. I've never seen that many teeth.
You noticed that too.
Tiger Woods was elated to see you.
It was good lighting on the side of me because his teeth were like, Shabang!
Because Tiger Woods was happier to meet you probably than we've ever seen him happy in his life. There's pictures of him at the birth of his kid. He's happy. He's obviously happy.
You're a funny guy.
But that picture with you and in his head, because in his head, he's thinking, I'm with Shooter fucking McGavin. Like you could have Tiger Woods would have done anything for you. Like, Tiger, go get my car. Tiger, buy me a house. Like, he would have done anything for you. He was elated.
No, I don't think it's that. I think here's the thing. We're doing a little thing called PGA Tour 2K21, 22, 23 now. It's that live video game, where you play and they have, avatar guys playing you. So we were promoting that. I was down at his club, Medalist, in Florida, that we saw each other. But he is a very cool dude. He was very happy to meet me, yes, but he's smooth as glass. He is just he's one of the biggest icons in the world, not just for golf, just because he's Tiger freaking Woods. And his son Charlie's on fire now, and I'm so happy for him. At the same time, it's hard. You see your heart breaking when he's walking across the bridge because he'll never actually get back there to win that again.
Yeah.
But the legend that is Tiger Woods, it's great to be in his company.
100%.
I'm honored. Yeah.
What time is it, Dean? Okay, so we got to wrap it up. All right. Well, let me just wrap it up. Chris, I don't know what to say. I sincerely appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Oh, my pleasure, Michael. Seriously.
This was so much fun.
Yeah. I
would love one day that we get to work together.
Now let's do that. We share the same great manager in Danny Sussman. What the hell?
Which we need to put him. He really needs to be the one in front of the camera.
He'll sit here talking about his Giants, and I'll tell you what, don't get me started.
I appreciate you on the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. I wish you nothing but the best, and I would love to work with you someday. Continue kicking ass and continue doing your thing.
Thank you, Michael, for having me, and it's an honor to be sitting here with you. And let's work together, Pally.
Definitely.
Let's do this.
Definitely.
All right.